Verse 14 going on, and present yourselves in the tabernacle of meeting. The translation is incorrect, or at least faulty in this case. Vehityashevu be'ohel moed, and present yourselves in tent meeting. Doesn't say the tabernacle of meeting. The words here may not be referring to the tabernacle where the ark is at all. This is because it clearly says that they would present themselves in the tent. The tabernacle, after its ordination, was only to be accessed by the Levitical priests in the performance of their duties. Therefore, this could be a completely different tent noted in Exodus 33, where Moses would meet with the Lord and where Joshua was also allowed access. Here's what it says there. Now, and I'm using the NASB 1995 version for this. Now Moses used to take the tent and pitch it outside the camp, a good distance from the camp, and he called it the tent of meeting. And everyone who sought the Lord would go out to the tent of meeting, which was outside the camp. So you can see it's a different edifice than the tabernacle. And it came about whenever Moses went out to the tent that all the people would arise and stand, each at the entrance of his tent, and gaze after Moses until he entered the tent. Whenever Moses entered the tent, the pillar of cloud would descend and stand at the entrance of the tent, and the Lord would speak with Moses. When all the people saw the pillar of cloud standing at the entrance of the tent, all the people would arise and worship, each at the entrance of his tent. Thus the Lord used to speak to Moses face to face, just as a man speaks to his friend. Here it is. When Moses returned to the camp, his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, would not depart from the tent. However, in Exodus 39, the tabernacle is described by the same words, Ohel Moed, or tent of meeting. Thus, all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting was finished. And the children of Israel did, according to all that the Lord had commanded Moses, so they did. So, this is either the tent noted in Exodus 33, or Joshua, who is not of Levi, is given a special allowance to enter into the tabernacle. Either way, it is in the tent of meeting that Moses and Aaron were to meet before the Lord. The pillar of cloud was said to be above the tabernacle, HaMishkan, throughout all of the journeys of Israel. That's found in Numbers 40. For the cloud of the Lord was above the tabernacle, the Mishkan, by day, and fire was over it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all of their journeys. But of this pillar of cloud, it next says, verse 15 continues, and the pillar of cloud stood above the door of the tabernacle. Again, it reads Ohel, not Mishkan. It says tent, not tabernacle. This is the same terminology used of the tent of meeting noted in Exodus 33:9, which I already cited. Remember, they would go outside the camp, and then they would go into the tent, and the pillar would descend down on them. So it's the same terminology being used back then. That was originally outside of the camp. Whenever Moses entered the tent, the pillar of cloud would descend and stand at the entrance of the tent, and the Lord would speak with Moses. Therefore, either the tent and the tabernacle are being spoken of synonymously here and elsewhere, which does occur elsewhere, or it is referring to two separate edifices. If it is the same edifice, then the tabernacle, which is also the tent of meeting, would have replaced the original tent of meeting referred to in Exodus 33. The whole point of this, before I go on, is that wherever the Lord meets is the tent of meeting. It wouldn't matter if he met over there. That would be the tent of meeting. But I want you to understand that it may or may not be the same edifice, okay? It wouldn't be good to be dogmatic about either view, as the back and forth nature of the words in the books of Moses makes either possible. But wherever the Lord is, that is the tent of meeting. However, why would the pillar need to stand above the door of the tabernacle if synonymous, when it has already been said that it was always above it during their journeys? But if the pillar moved from the tabernacle to a tent, meaning a separate edifice, then the wording might more logically follow. I would assume, though, this is Charlie Garrett's assumption after all of that analysis, that the tent of meeting is also the tabernacle. But I just don't want to present something incorrect and then find out that I was wrong someday. Thus, I am giving a more detailed analysis than may be necessary. The main sticking point is whether Joshua, not of Levi, was given a special dispensation to enter this tabernacle or not. No matter what, the issue at hand is the ordination of Joshua. That will